Echo, Lima. Sierra Hotel, India. Echo, Lima. Delta, Shield.
Welcome here, everybody, to the Sports Talk Network. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to specifically here tonight, the WWE Monday Night Raw review here for October 2nd, 2017, the start of the holiday season. Happy holidays, everybody. As people that know me personally, and I even tweeted on all four of my Twitter handles yesterday on October 1st, that I do personally. Obviously, it's not an actual thing, but for me personally, the holidays go October 1st, January 1st. So, because I like to include Halloween with the other holidays. So, like I said, when I get to 200 subscribers, you're welcome to even ask me a question about that or whatever. So it doesn't have to be just wrestling or NFL related. But that Q&A will be coming at that point, obviously. I also already have my Raw Insta poll up on my Twitter at WB_podcast specifically, of course. The Raw Insta poll with your thoughts. And as always, the options are great, good, okay, and terrible, as they are for when I do that for Raw SmackDown Live like tomorrow and then each and every pay-per-view event for sure. But unfortunately, I do not do one for NXT because I myself, not all the time, get to watch it live. I did live with on the network on Wednesday nights because I have my NFL podcast that's going on that night in its own right. But anyways, thanks to those watching live, archived, and otherwise. Welcome to like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let people know about the channel so I can get to 200 and beyond, do infinity and beyond, 200 subscribers beyond. Right now, I'm not stuck, but I'm just at 183. So only going from there. So I appreciate everybody that does stop by for a short time, long time. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the chat or just to say hello. So I know that you're there. But anyways, let's get on to talking about Monday Night Raw. Actually, I have to get this up for the October 2nd edition. I would say, like I said, pretty good show for Monday Night Raw. And for the second week in a row, we have the Cruiserweight division main eventing the show. How you doing? You know, how's that looking? It's all right. I still have my whatever issues with Enzo Amore being the champion and this and that, but the scheme of things, the business-wise for WWE and for the Cruiserweight division, it works well and all that fun jazz as well. And plus, we get a new Cruiserweight to the actual Cruiserweight division coming over from SmackDown Live being signed. So maybe that's how you have Paige come to SmackDown Live, the same way as tonight. Again, I'll talk about when we get to the main event segment, but still just kind of tying that in here quickly as I'm thinking about it off the top of my dome piece here. That really just have her being signed from SmackDown Live without true deeper explanation, because it's WWE, it's about it's entertainment, it's this and that. We just deal with it and move on, right? Awesome. I actually just got some cool news, personal news. My best friend and his wife are expecting their third child, and it's actually going to be a daughter again. So it's like not Modern Family, but Last Man Standing, if you ever saw that show on ABC. Again, kind of breaking news, personal news. Obviously, I won't say the names to protect the people or whatever, privacy and this and that, even though people don't care, but I'm just saying for that, because I'm that kind of guy. Again, whether needed or not. Point being is breaking news day, or he just sent me a quick text right now. Actually, he's saying, yeah, it looks like the baby's coming again, his third daughter. So again, like I said, it's that's why I kind of jokingly brought it up to him last time we were able to hang out. We were hitting some golf balls at the local driving range after he finished work and stuff. Your life's turning into the real life. Real life Last Man Standing TV show. But then there are a lot of families that way, so it's not like he's the only one. But I'm just saying, obviously, from my experience, he'd be the only one that I would know of with 3 daughters, close in age. Point being is, so that's awesome. This is happening, which means it's actually happening near my home because that's the hospital they're going to. Anyways, moving back onto actual topic. Again, sorry for that. Just some cool personal news I was hearing from my best friend and his wife. That again, we're expecting their third child. And actually, their due date was in mid-October, so coming a week earlier. So, okay, now we can move on back to this topic. Anyway, Monday Night Raw good show, good things, interesting things, fun things, and then you had the Bray Wyatt things and all the other things, but that didn't get me down. I moved on. It'd be what it be. Bray Wyatt. We're gonna have Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor at TLC, which in its own right, is it just me, or has TLC always been the final pay-per-view of the year? Right, especially back when WWE was all together before the brand extension and everything. Wasn't TLC the final one? Because I always remember the Christmas trees, and even in the logo sometimes for TLC, Christmas holiday theme thing, and that. Also, I want to give my heartfelt sympathies, thoughts and prayers to everyone in Las Vegas. I saw that WWE did a thing before the show, before going live with We Stand With Las Vegas. Very classy move, awesome, and I stand with them as well, and this show does, and everyone associated with it. My co-host and otherwise, Steve's Wrestling Ramble, obviously, is linked with these reviews here on this channel. I tweeted my sympathies again with all my Twitter handles I have. Again, I do manage 4 of them, but for those that are just wrestling fans, at WWE_podcast, I did tweet out there giving my heartfelt sympathies. The heinous thing that happened there overnight. Again, as I even said, I woke up to it and was just checking out my Twitter and seeing what's trending in the morning and this and that. And actually, I was watching ESPN because that's usually what I watch. Mike and Mike in the morning, and then First Take, and then back to Sports Center and whatever. So I was hearing the breaking news of Trubisky. So then at that point, I was checking Twitter to see if Trubisky was trending, and if one of my friends, specifically Jeff of OTRS Central, he has other YouTube channel that talks NFL. Just like Daddy TV channel, and seen if he tweeted about it and if others and whatever about Mitchell Trubisky, Mitch, becoming the starting quarterback of the Chicago Bears, because I know him specifically did a video most recently on his channel, OTRS Central, about the Bears and they should start him now and this and that and his points there. But point is, that's what I was doing. Then I saw Las Vegas trending, just Las Vegas, and then sometimes, at least on my device. Maybe it does show also on laptops and desktops and whatever, but on my Kindle, when I'm on there checking Twitter and checking the trendings, sometimes it has a little thing underneath it explaining it a little bit, which is actually kind of cool. That you don't have to click on it to find out. Because the curious George I sometimes click on every single thing that's trending just to see what it's all about, each of them, so I'm in the know, whether it has to do with whatever. But point being is, then I saw Las Vegas being the number one trending, and reading what happened, the little description underneath, like I said, sometimes Twitter shows for hashtags or things trending. Point being is, then I was like, oh, okay. And then I clicked on that, read it, found out about it. Like I said, that's why I was a little late to the party with my condolences. But then I went away from ESPN and FS1 that I was watching, went back and forth between them. And went back and forth between MSNBC and CNN. Well, actually, no, MSNBC and News Channel 7, our CBS affiliates. So CBS affiliates Channel 7 here for us. And then MSNBC back and forth on that coverage for a little bit until in the morning. And then my grandfather, like I said, I take care of him here at home. I do before I go to work. Breakfast, and then, he found out and we kind of talked about it together and watching the news and stuff. So just, everyone here from Sports Talk Network, myself, obviously, my co-host of Steve's Wrestling Ramble, and anybody else, obviously, as well. Heartfelt condolences to all those affected. Whether you survived or were just injured, it's still going to scar you. But be happy you're alive. And for those families, happy that your loved one is alive. I heard that there was a plane had to be not put down, because you know what that means, but landed because he found out in midair that his son was one of the ones that were that passed away from the attack. So gut-wrenching, heartbreaking. Just think of it was your own family member. And either way, whether it was they were just shot and were at the hospital or they deceased, either way, obviously one's worse than the other, I get it. But the point being is, my thoughts and prayers, all those affected, and speedy recovery, hopefully a full and speedy recovery to those that are in hospital beds in Las Vegas. They're in Nevada, even in general. So just want to share that too. I almost forgot about that, but I realized that as I was here on the WWE.com here for the Raw thing, and I see a video here popping up about that. So that's how it started. And then moving on from there, we actually had a match with the way Braun Strowman defeating one half of the Raw Tag Team Champions, Seth Rollins. Could build up something moving forward. Could. Whether between those two or just in general. Elias defeating Titus O'Neil. Excuse me, sorry about that. Titus O'Neil. Yeah, you're right. Let's do 10-second silence for everyone in Las Vegas. I do apologize if you hear TV in the background, but my grandfather's watching the news. But anyways, 10-second moment of silence for those affected in Las Vegas. Let's stay strong. We are all with you here in Vegas. Lapis Gamer here also in the live chat, man. I can't seem to see what Raw is doing. Kalisto on 205 Live. Shield, Brock not at TLC. Sister Abigail taking over Bray. Many questions, not many answers. Well, isn't that the point, Lapis Gamer? I know I agree with you. I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying, isn't that the point? Also to get you intrigued, to make you interested, whether you don't communicate it or don't care, like me with Bray Wyatt, to be quite honest. This whole Sister Abigail maybe taking over, possessing him thing, I guess it's something interesting, but it's still, I don't know. I'll see how it goes, as I always do, and go from there. But with everything else that you mentioned there, I like how they're doing it. And building up. As in with Brock not being at TLC, yeah, he should be there, but we kind of come to know that he probably won't be back until Royal Rumble time. At least for actually defending the title, unfortunately. 30-day Royal Rumble, who really cares on that? So certainly going to be probably what's going to happen with Brock. But as it pertains to Kalisto on 205 Live, as I'm sure we'll talk about shortly. Hi. Sister Abigail, his sister passed away a long time ago, that he carried the torch for, I guess. And then with the whole Randy Orton feud, they were in the compound where she lay, quote unquote. And then Randy burned it down. But then he says Sister Abigail lives within him, and that's her resting place, I guess, is him, meaning in the way like possession, because that's kind of possessing him in a way, and this and that, and then they had that. So that's who Sister Abigail is, or at least my interpretation of that, my explanation of it. Well, we run along here talking about Raw. Mickie James defeats Nia Jax via disqualification. I like them doing it that way via disqualification because that, in a way, was a lose-lose. Do you have Mickie James lose the match to Nia Jax? Nia Jax that needs to be built up, and because I do think she should be, if not then next, because Asuka's coming, but sometime soon, women's champion. And waiting so long for her that you wait too long, then people care less when it happens. I'm sorry, it just happened. So you either have Mickie James defeat Nia Jax and not doing service Nia Jax, or you have Nia Jax defeat Mickie James to build her up, but then you have Mickie James losing on the road to her pay-per-view championship match that we all knew was coming against Alexa Bliss, and nearly was confirmed tonight by GM Kurt Angle of Alexa Bliss to face Mickie James at TLC for the Raw Women's Championship. So there you go. Memphis Gamer here saying what I think is that Raw is building their team for Survivor Series, and Finn and Bray might fight for a spot. Same with Shield versus Miztourage 2.0, I guess. Could Sister Abigail become a real person? I don't know. Yeah, indeed. So, let me get back to you. But yeah, here with Mickie and Nia Jax, I like them actually doing it with a disqualification win for Mickie James because she's the one technically next in line to get the title. And it doesn't hurt Nia Jax too much with that disqualification because Alexa was getting involved anyways because that's going to be the next title match with Mickie James. So it all makes sense in the end. At least it does to me. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson defeat Matt Hardy and Jason Jordan. All right. Hey, this is the first Raw in a while. Like there was 3 Raws in a row that Jason Jordan technically was starting Raw, either actually technically starting Raw or the first match of Raw, and this time neither. So that ends that little streak that I'm sure not too many people cared about, but sharing. Dana Warrior in the Raw Women's Division presenting versus Canadian Survivors with custom championships as they do every year. Usually sometimes they have Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns or John Cena are doing this. Makes sense to actually have a woman doing that. And why not Dana Warrior be the one this time, or any of the Raw Women's division? Heck, even maybe sometime having actually the Raw Women's Champion. Like, since this is a women's thing, we'll call it breast cancer. Then again, technically men can have breast cancer, but I'm just saying it's predominantly a woman thing. Okay, I didn't mean to be sexist there, but just saying, should have your women superstars or women representatives like her or others or whatever do that and be part of that each and every year here in breast cancer awareness month being October. So just wait, it's October, start of the holidays for me. Like I said, October 1st to January 1st for me, at least personally. And also in the NFL, we'll be doing the same thing, or all sports will be doing that for with the pink all over. Roman Reigns defeats the Intercontinental Champion The Miz via disqualification, and you have the Cesaro and Sheamus coming out there because they're still in the tag team picture for the tag team titles against Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose, and they do the whole show fist bump again, just like the Miz Taraj totally did, or in total did last week. This time now we have Sheamus and Cesaro taking over for stars themselves with the Miz doing the whole fist bump thing, and I was kind of annoyed seeing that, but hey, they're doing the job as heels. Just makes it greater when they get their comeuppance at the pay-per-view or even just next week. And then Bray Wyatt dressing Finn Balor, and that's the whole we were already been talking about with that there. And then the cruiserweights with Enzo. That was hilarious. That had me laughing. I can't deny it or can't hide it for sure that was entertaining. With Enzo pretty much having something to say for each and every one of them that did come down the ring after he did his thing sick, and then Kurt Angle came out. And I kind of had a feeling this is the way it was going to go, because technically, like I said, last week, none of the Cruiserweight Division Superstars were supposed to touch. If any of them did, they would be unable to go for the championship. So this week, you technically have them all out there, and now this time, if anybody touches them, they're fired. And no one's going to be actually fired, whether real or even in kayfabe. So I thought, well, we're bringing someone up from NXT or we're bringing someone over from SmackDown Live, and I started to think, oh, that'd be kind of cool to have Kalisto back, even though, no, I did not call it. I just thought, oh, it'd be cool to have him back. But then I was thinking more, there's probably be a moment for an NXT collab, even randomly on a road to a non-Big Four pay-per-view. But hey, like I said, try to make all your pay-per-views special, care about them. So maybe that would be the case. But in the end, it was Kalisto, and I was all happy and yay, because I enjoyed Kalisto since he debuted on the main roster, to be quite honest. And now him to be Cruiserweight Division, might even be the next champion. Maybe not right away, but the next champion. They're throwing Enzo Amore, since he's the only one technically that can actually get a shot. So he can get 10 shots or whatever shots. Because I think the thing was, as long as he's champion, so they don't get a shot. So they kind of make it none of that's going to be the case. Enzo Amore versus and that should be doing it for Monday Night Raw. I can't really think of too much else that happened tonight could bring up. But thanks to everybody who watched live and those watching archive. I appreciate it. Welcome to like, share, subscribe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'll be back here tomorrow night, as I always am, for the SmackDown Live review. The Go Home Show 2, Hell in the Cell. And then Thursday, the prediction show for wrestling, pro wrestling. And then Wednesday in between there, my NFL show, Talking Packers with Steve. I'll go over week 5 picks and looking back to the first quarter of the NFL season. And as always, take care.